Hey folks, it's Nate, and it's the week between Christmas and New Year's, and I'm just looking for something to do. So I thought I would sit down with some YouTube statistics and give you guys a top 10 list of my top 10 videos from 2019. So join me while I have a beer and recount some of my videos that have performed the best in the past 365 days. Stay tuned. All right, folks, so I hope you had a good Christmas. I'm going to publish this video right around New Year's, so I hope you had a good New Year's, too. Good, safe, and fun New Year's. Hope you didn't drink too much. Hope you're not fighting a hangover, but if you are, I'll try to keep my voice down. So I'm going to give you my top 10 videos in 2019 based on the number of views they had. These aren't necessarily videos that were created and uploaded in 2019. It's just my statistics for 2019. Maybe you'll find a video that you missed. Maybe you'll just find some insights on what it is that I've done for the past year or with this channel. So, with no further ado, here is number 10. So, my 10th most watched video on YouTube was viewed 2,717 times, and I recorded this video around last year's King of the Hammers. You might remember that in the King of the Hammers Everyman Challenge in 2019, that is February of this year that we're in right now, unless you're watching this in 2020, in which case, hello from the past, there was a stock Jeep Gladiator. Ran in the Everyman's Challenge. What was it? Savvy, I think it was given this Crusher Gladiator to modify and put in the Everyman Challenge. And if you remember, I did a review video. Basically, I watched the footage of the thing coming out to do its qualifying run, and I just did a whole bunch of commentary on what I saw on that particular vehicle because they were labeling it as a stock Gladiator. Now, I had come at this with no real idea as to what Savvy had done to the thing. I just watched the video and told you guys what I observed. Now, had I followed Savvy's Instagram page or looked at their website or whatever, all the information would have been there for me. And trust me, a lot of people who commented on this video told me that. But you know what? My intention was to come at it clean and give you guys my input. And the announcers did call it stock. It was not stock, even though that's what the Everyman Challenge is supposed to be all about. Stockish vehicles. Well, this thing wasn't, but whatever. So, with 2,717 views and 136.7 watch hours in 2019, that is the number 10 video that that is my 10th most watched video in 2019. Okay, number 9. Number 9 was, and I recorded this video on a complete whim. So the 2004 through 2006 Jeep Wrangler, which happens to be every LJ ever made, which is where my LJ falls, had this problem with the fuel filler, where you'd fill up the tank, and right when you got close to the end of it filling, it would spit some fuel out at you before the gas pump cut off. Really annoying, though not necessarily a huge problem. It annoyed me so much that I was trying to find a fix for it. And there was a fix that everyone was using where they got this like Chevy Trailblazer filler hose that has this flapper valve in it. And I did that to the Jeep, and it never quite worked out right. And I decided I'm going to try a different solution that I found, which was to drop the tank and actually modify the filler neck. So I did that, and I made a video on it just using my phone on a whim. Well, that video is the 9th video on this list today, and it's been viewed 3,018 times for 171.5 watch hours. So that is my 9th best video of 2019. Okay, number 8. So you may recall that at the beginning of 2019, I had a little bit of a transmission problem with my Wrangler. I've got the automatic transmission in the TJ-LJ for 2005, which is the 42 RLE, largely considered one of the worst transmissions Jeep ever put in a Wrangler. Mine failed. in February, I believe it was, if I remember correctly. I put out a call for help for folks to chip into a GoFundMe to try to help me replace the transmission because I was using the Jeep as a daily driver. That thing got me so much hate that I had to take it down, which was frustrating. Thank you, Jeep community. But the video that I created of me replacing the transmission got 3,352 views and 285 and about a half watch hours in 2019. I put a lot of work into this video. It took me a long time to record because it took me a long time to replace the transmission. I was without my Jeep for about a month, and I had to spend a whole bunch of money that I didn't have to try to replace that transmission. So I did it myself to try to save a little bit of money. Not a lot of time, though, apparently. But there you have it. Okay, on to number 7 on the list. The 7th most viewed video in 2019 from the SWBCrawler channel was my automatic versus manual sort of debate. I have to admit, I recorded this because I knew it would probably be inflammatory. But what else is YouTube for, right? So this video has 3,854 views in 2019 and 385.7 watch hours. I basically, in this video, go into my own experiences with automatic versus manual, why I like one or the other, or why I don't like one or the other. If you want to know where I stand on the debate, you'll just have to go watch the video. Okay, number 6 on this list is actually not Jeep-related at all. My brother-in-law has a 2008 Kia Rondo that he, unfortunately, became owner of after a divorce. He doesn't love the vehicle, but it gets him from here to there, and he doesn't really have the funds to replace it, even though he would love to. But he was having a problem with a code, P0441, and it was the evap purge valve. We basically went through and replaced the purge valve so that he could get the car to stop throwing a code and run properly again. And for whatever reason, this is number 6 on my list of my top 10 most viewed videos. It's got 4,564 views and 229.7 watch hours in 2019. So if you have a Kia Rondo and you want to know how to replace the purge valve, go check out the video. Okay, folks, number 5. You may remember that I've had some problems with the bearings in the rear Dana 44 on my LJ. I've actually had to replace these bearings and seals twice now, but the first time I did it, I made a video, and it's number 5 on the list. With 6,109 views and 545.5 watch hours. We got number 5 on the list here. Apparently, a lot of people want to know how to replace these bearings. Probably because the first time you pull apart this axle, you think to yourself, all I need to do is replace the seal. Why do I have to cut off the bearing to do so? Sorry, but you do. Number 4 on my list for 2019, with 6,519 views and 289.7 watch hours, is my Make Engine Degreaser at Home. To be honest, this one's kind of surprised me. I didn't think this would be that popular of a video. I wanted to clean up my engine bay. Excuse me. I wanted to clean up my engine bay in preparation for some work that I wanted to do, which I never actually did. But I still made the engine degreaser and cleaned up the engine bay so that I could show you guys how to make your own engine degreaser at home, perhaps even better than the stuff you can buy in the auto stores, and so that I can show you how well it worked. And it did work pretty well, I gotta say. So that's number 4 on my top 10 list for 2019. Now we're getting into the top 3, folks, and all of these have greater than 5-figure views. So, without further ado, number 3 on the list of my top 10 for 2019 is the Jeep Wrangler TJ front driveshaft U-joint replacement Part 1. Only Part 1. For whatever reason, Part 2 doesn't have nearly as many views. Part 1 is the disassembly video. Maybe people don't know how to disassemble the dual cardan joint, and maybe that's why people are watching it. I don't know, but it's got 10,118 views and 815 watch hours. So, I don't know. If you want to know how to take apart your front drive shaft, check it out. It's number 3 on my list. Now on to number 2. 5 cheap mods you should do to every Jeep before you hit the trail, which, spoiler alert, I cover 6 of them because I couldn't come up with just 5. This is another one where I just kind of recorded it on a whim. It's got 15,910 views for 2019 and just over 1,000 watch hours, 1,009. In this video, I basically go over a couple things I've done to the LJ that I think are invaluable and inexpensive for you to do when you hit the trails in your Wrangler. I firmly believe that anyone who buys a Wrangler and wants to modify it should first take it wheeling. However, there's a couple things you should really do to any Jeep before you hit the trails, and this is a video covering some of the cheaper things that you can get done before dumping a ton of money into mods that maybe you don't need. So check it out. It's number 2 on the list. And drum roll, please. Number 1 on my list of top 10 videos from 2019 is, unfortunately, my least favorite video I've ever recorded. And I've told this to many people when I've talked about my YouTube channel. This is kind of the video that started the channel. In 2016, I got a Harbor Freight portable, quote, quote, tire changer, and I decided to figure out how to use it on video and share it with the world. One of my biggest mistakes ever. I recorded this video on the front-facing camera on an old tablet that I had that was mounted on my wall so I could listen to music in the garage. And for whatever reason, it's got 23,840 views just in 2019 and 3,665 watch hours in 2019. The whole life of this video, it's probably got over 100,000 views. I don't understand why. Apparently, because people want to know how to change tires in their garage. I don't know. Maybe it's because I made a complete fool of myself making this video. It's one of the reasons I don't like it. The other reason I don't like it is that I recorded it on a terrible camera. Man, I hate this video. I've been thinking about reshooting it, but I don't know if I'll be able to capture the pure grit that this particular video captured when I made it the first time. I don't know why people like it. I don't know if it's just because it's a review of this tire changer and people are really curious about this tire changer. I don't know, but there it is. Harbor Freight portable tire changer versus 35-inch rock tires. I also cover how to break a bead on your tire with a high lift because I had to do that in order to dismount a tire using this thing. So there you go. There's my top 10 videos from 2019, or I should say top 10 viewed videos in 2019. Like I said, these weren't created in 2019. This one, number 1, it really, this video just carried my channel for so long. And it's really frustrating. I truly hate that people discover my channel using this video, but I guess I'll take what I can get. So there you have it, folks. I hope you enjoyed my top 10 list of videos, my top videos from 2019, and thanks for watching. If you liked the video, go ahead and subscribe. If you heard about a video here that you haven't seen yet, please go back and watch that video. If you have any suggestions for things you'd like to see me record in 2020, please let me know. I'm up for suggestions. I do have some plans for the channel in 2020, but I'm going to keep that under my hat that I'm not wearing just for now, and you'll be surprised when I get there. How's that sound? So thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys in my next video sometime in 2020. Have a good New Year, folks.